Hi everyone, we are here for our math time. We are going to be doing similar to what we did yesterday. We have our story that we're going to read today is The Very Snowy Christmas. In today's lesson, we'll keep working on place value and solving addition and subtraction videos within 20. All right, so let's start with some fluency. Let's warm up. All right, so we did this yesterday. So now you should be an expert at this. Go ahead and pause the video and see if you can write the numbers. All right, if you're back, this means you already did the numbers. So let's see, how many 10s are here? 1 10. How many ones? 1 1. So the number is 11. All right, what about this one? How many 10s? 1. How many ones? 3. What's the number? 13. And down here, how many ones? Or how many 10s? 1. How many ones? 1 2 3 4 5. So what's the number? 15. All right, same thing. The numbers are going to get a little bit bigger. Challenge yourself, pause the video, see if you can write the numbers. All right, if you're back, that means you already wrote the numbers, so let's check them. How many 10s? 1. Let's count our ones. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 ones. The number is 18. How many 10s? 1 2. 2 10s. How many ones? 1. The number is 21. Let's do the last one. How many 10s? 2. How many ones? 1 2 3. The number is 23. All right. Our goal today is to keep solving story problems within 20 using addition and subtraction strategies. So make sure you are focusing on that while we are working today. All right, we are going to read our story today, The Very Snowy Christmas. And again, like yesterday, we have 5 story problems in our story. Enjoy. And we'll stop and solve the problems when we get to them. This is a very fun story. All right, look at that. Looks like a mouse home. It was Christmas Eve. Big Mouse was making cheese pies. Little Mouse was making paper chains. Merry Christmas to us, Merry Christmas to us, sang Little Mouse. Big Mouse, can I decorate the Christmas tree now? Can I? Can I? We'll do it together, said Big Mouse. Little Mouse hung golden acorns and mistletoe berries on the tree. Big Mouse put a star on the top. But we forgot the holly, said Little Mouse. I'll go get some. And off he ran. Make sure it has nice red berries, cried Big Mouse. All right, let's see the story problem. It says, I see 3 golden acorns and 16 white berries. How many decorations for the tree do they have all together? 3 golden acorns and 16 white berries. Think of it putting 2 parts together to find a whole, or having a whole and taking away parts for subtraction. Think about it. All right, go ahead and pause and solve. I'm going to solve it on my own board. Okay, if you're back, that means you went ahead and solved. I think I can just use the counting on strategy to solve this in my head. We know with addition, we can start with either of the add-ins. I'm going to start with the 16. I'm going to put 16 in my head and add 3 more. This is going to help me solve really quickly. 16, 17, 18, 19. So they have 19 things to decorate with. Again, just like yesterday, if you would like to show this work, take a picture and put it on Shobi, okay? Because I would love to see what you did. So he's going to go run and get some red berries to add to their trees. They're using all natural decorations. That's so cool. Little Mouse set off down the path singing, Jolly, holly, holly, jolly, jolly, holly Christmas. But there was no holly to be seen on the first corner. And there was no holly on the second corner. And no holly on the third corner. Oh dear, he can't find what he is looking for. So over the bridge ran Little Mouse, and at last he found a holly bush with shiny red berries. He jumped up and down with excitement. Oh, jolly, holly, holly, jolly, jolly, holly Christmas, sang Little Mouse, stretching on his toes to reach the berries. We're going to pause really quickly. I see another story problem. It says, how many items do you see on the bridge? Let's go ahead and look. So I see a lot of things on this bridge. Let's count them. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I see 18. Is that what you see? 18. Okay. And then how many are paintbrushes, pens, or pencils? Let's count them. How many are brushes, pens, or pencils? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so there's 18 things on the bridge. 9 are brushes or pens or pencils. So how many other things are there that are not brushes or pens or pencils? So 18 things, 9 are paintbrushes, pens, or pencils. I know my strategy for this one. Go ahead and pause and solve. All right, if you're back, that means you already solved. I think I wanted to figure out the parts and the whole. So I used a number bond for this one. So I know 18 was my whole. I have 18 things all together on the bridge. 9 of them are pens, pencils, or brushes. So now I need to find the other part to see what's left. Now that I drew my number bond, I could make this an addition problem or a subtraction. So I could think I could do 18 as my whole, take away 9 makes what? Or I could make an accounting on problem and think 9 plus what makes 18. You guys know that I love counting on, so I'm going to count on. Go ahead and count on with me. 9 plus what makes 18? So put 9 in your head. We're going to count on until we get to 18. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. How many do we count on? 9. So our missing part is a 9. 18 minus 9 is 9. 9 plus 9 makes 18. Wow, look at that, it's a double. 9 and 9 makes 18. Very cool. All right. Whew. Story problem number 2, done. Whoa. All right, let's keep reading. But suddenly, soft white flakes began falling all around him. One flake fell on his nose and made him sneeze. Goodness me, said Little Mouse, the sky is coming undone. What does that remind you of? What story did we read last week? Chicken Little. It kind of sounds like Chicken Little, where Chicken Little gets hit in the head with an acorn and he thinks the sky is falling. Little Mouse sees the snow falling and thinks the sky is falling apart. That'd be scary if you didn't know what snow was. All right, let's see our story problem. It says, I see 23 white flakes. Can we break 23 into tens and ones? What would it be? So I counted all the white flakes on the page. There's 23. Go ahead and see if you can break it down into tens and ones. Pause the video. All right, if you're here, you already did it. I broke it down into tens and ones. I see there's 2 tens and 3 ones. I just did it in a quick place value chart. You could have also drawn it like we've been doing with our reindeer place value. 2 tens and 3 ones. Okay, awesome job. Let's keep reading. Let's see. As Little Mouse hurried home, he still thinks the sky is falling. Many more pieces of the sky fell on him. Faster and faster they fell. They fell in his ears, on his whiskers, and on his tail. Oh dear, said Little Mouse. I'd better take some of this home to show Big Mouse. He will know how to stitch the sky together again. Little Mouse made a ball of white flakes and put it in his bucket. Then back over the bridge he hurried. Oh no, he thinks the sky is falling. Suddenly, he saw a strange creature in the water, making faces at him. It had a lot of ears and a blurry face, and it waved its arms at Little Mouse. What do you think that is? Is that a big monster? I bet you know what it is. Well, let's see what he thinks. Ah! It's a mouseness monster, squeaked Little Mouse, and he fell on his bottom. Oh, I wish Big Mouse was here, he cried, scrambling up. Back down the path ran Little Mouse, looking over his shoulder to see if the mouseness monster was following him. It wasn't, but something else was. Little Mouse saw its paw prints coming after him. Oh no, what do you think's following him? What are those paw prints from? I bet you know, but Little Mouse doesn't. Eek! Squeaked Little Mouse. Now there's an invisible monster chasing me. Little Mouse ran up and down and around in circles to escape, but the paw prints of the invisible monster went up and down and around after him. Look, he's being chased. Oh no. Little Mouse ran and ran, faster and faster whirled the white flakes, and faster ran Little Mouse, and still the invisible monster followed him. At last, Little Mouse saw his house, but in the garden was a huge white mouse. Oh no, oh no, oh no, squeaked Little Mouse. Another monster waiting to catch me. Little Mouse trembled and began to cry. But then the front door opened, and there was Big Mouse. Little Mouse leapt into Big Mouse's arms. Big Mouse, he cried, the sky has come undone, and look, he wailed, pointing to the paw prints behind him. An invisible monster has been chasing me, and there was a terrible mouse-nest monster in the water, and now there's a scary white mouse staring at me. Oh, and we have a word problem. It says, how many different things do you see in this picture? I counted 17. How many of these things are mice? 1, 2, 3. How many are not mice? Let's do the math to figure it out. So we have 17 things and 3 are mice. So you should know what our whole and our parts are. Okay, pause the video to solve. Come back if you're done. All right, let's see. So I knew we had 17 things, 3 were mice, and we had to find the other part of what was not mice. Now with this problem, since it's a smaller number, I think I can just count backwards. I like the counting on strategy when the numbers are closer, but this would be a lot to count on. So I'm just going to count backwards 3. So put 17 in your head and let's count backwards 3. 17, 16, 15, 14. So there are 14 other things. Bloop, bloop, bloop. That was pretty sloppy. 14. Okay, great job. Let's keep going. Oh, Little Mouse, said Big Mouse, the sky isn't coming undone. This is snow. And there aren't any invisible monsters. Those are your paw prints. And that mouse-nest monster was just your reflection in the water. Look, Big Mouse showed Little Mouse his face in the puddle. And this is a snow mouse that I made to welcome you home, said Big Mouse. Let's make another together. So they did. Snow is magic, cried Little Mouse. Yes, said Big Mouse. Santa Claus likes snow too. Little Mouse jumped up and down. Will he be here soon? Can I hang up my stocking now? You can, said Big Mouse. Let's go and warm up first. So in they went and warmed their paws by the fire. Little Mouse hung up his stocking, and Big Mouse hung up his stocking too. The holly berries on the tree shone in the firelight. It's almost Christmas, said Little Mouse. Holly jolly, jolly, holly Christmas. And he wiggled his warm toes. What a happy ending. We have one more story problem. It says, I see 10 chain links hanging up and 9 other things hanging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 other things. How many is that all together? So 10 paper chain links and 9 other things. How many is that all together? Let's add them up. Go ahead and pause the video and add them up. All right, if you're here, this means you already solved. So let's see. We had 10 paper chain links plus 9 other things. Let's see, we know when we're adding with 10, we would keep the 10 and we put the other number in the ones place. So our answer is 19. We can solve that pretty fast. I'm sure you had a very fast way to solve. All right, and I think that's the end. Yes, that's the end of our story. What a fun story. All right, I'm going to share my screen again, and we're going to solve those couple Santa problems, and then you will work on Shobi. So let's see. We solved these yesterday. Santa has 20 presents. He drops 16. How many are left? Now remember, we have a double tens frame, so we know 10 plus 10 makes 20. I could draw in all these circles, and I usually would, but right now I don't feel like it. So we can just say, if I know this is 20 and I'm going to cross off 16, I would cross off all 10 and then 5 more, 5, 10, 15, and 1 more, 16. How many are left? 1, 2, 3, 4. 20 minus 16 makes 4. Now remember, if we have a number like 18 or 19 and not 20, we would have to fill in all the dots to show what we have. And I think we'll have that for this next time. All right, yep, we're going to have to draw them in this time. Santa has 19 presents. He drops 12. How many are left? So I'm going to draw in 19. That's 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. He drops 12. So we would cross off 10, 11, 12. How many are left? What do you think? What's our answer? 19 minus 12 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, and you could totally solve this using our counting on strategy. 12 plus what makes 19? You could count on and it would also be 7. All right, that was our lesson today. It was to work on solving story problems within 20 using addition and subtraction. Do you think you met that goal? Hopefully. All right, now you're going to go to math. We have 2 things to solve, our reindeer place value. There are 2 pages that go along with this, just like we did yesterday. Go ahead and write how many 10s, how many 1s, what's the number. Make sure you solve both pages. And then we have 4 story problems with Santa. You can use the sleigh over here. So you can do the sleigh to help you solve, or you can show your work in a different way if you want to use a counting on strategy or a number bond or a different strategy. But show your work, write your number sentence, and write your word answer. Okay, that is it. Have fun with your math today. I hope you enjoyed our story. See you later.